As we all know, the Overwatch beta had something that's actually missing from the full game, which was a ranked-only mode called competitive play. Now, as I just said, it's not in the full game, it wasn't even in the open beta. This was so the team could work on it some more and figure out what they wanted to do. Now, it is actually due for release later on this month, and now Jeff Kaplan has spoken with Eurogamer about what to expect from Blizzard with competitive play in Overwatch. Now, they did say that while they were pleased with the system they had in the beta, it was also, quote, frustrating because it was unfinished, and according to Kaplan, players were focusing on just about what was there and tended to ignore what was coming. And what does he mean by that? Well, he said, quote, "We got enough sentiment from the competitive community that we realised we needed to make some changes. The system we had implemented was what we like to call progression-based. We thought there was a lot of coolness to doing this kind of system, and that's why we had the 1 month reset, because it feels good to go through the progression more and more time. What was not implemented was what we called our heroic rank, where we show a stack ranking of top players who hit that rank. There was a misunderstanding on our player base that everyone was going to get to heroic rank, which is not true, just like it's not true that everybody will get to legendary with Hearthstone. And now they've developed the new competitive play mode to be more skill-based. Now, you might remember how the previous system had different tiers with Challenger, Advanced, Expert, Master, and Heroic players, and you could not drop from a tier. So it basically meant that once you reached Expert, you would never drop down and start fighting Advanced or even Challenger level players. You would remain in that tier no matter how many times you lost. It basically meant that if everyone would end up at the same place at the same time. Now, with the new system, if you lose or win, you'll go down or up a tier respectively. Now, he also said again that seasons will be longer, with one lasting about 2.5 months with a week or two off, and will match the real world seasons. And he said, quote, "There's obviously way more details than that, but we're not fully ready to unveil the system as a whole, but I think those are the things that people are most concerned about." Now, I didn't actually have access to the closed beta. I only played the open beta and of course the full game now, so I can't comment on the previous system, but it doesn't sound particularly fun to constantly be stuck in the same tier. You know, everyone's going to get to their point and they're just going to stay there. You're never going to go down if you know, or whatever. Everyone will get to the same level at some point, and that sounds kind of stagnant. This sounds a bit more fluid, and while obviously you've got the frustration of sort of laddering each time, if you're really good at the game and you're at sort of heroic level, it won't take you very long to get back up to that level, I suppose. But undoubtedly people are going to have thoughts and opinions on this, especially those of you who plays the closed beta and actually experienced the old system. It's really hard to say if this is better or worse, because I never experienced the old one. So I'd love to hear some thoughts from some of you who perhaps experienced that old system or have some more information than what was given here. That would be great. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.